Welcome back to Talking It Out with Donna. So today our special guest is Maxine. And as I said earlier in the video, she's someone who knows me very well when I was a child. And I am so happy to have her here because, my children not known how I was raised. They know, but they don't know to an extent of how I was raised. And even though I wrote a book, Maxine has remembered a lot of stuff that I don't remember. So I'm so happy to have her here, and this interview means a lot to me because it's going to, I will able to go back and watch and listen some of the things that I have gone through that I don't remember. And it's very important to have your memories. My grandchildren could come and see this video, my children could watch this video and get to know how I was raised, how I grew up, because she was one of those person that was there when I was growing up. So here we go, guys. I am going to reach out to Maxine, and now we could get this show on the road. Hello?
Yes, Donna?
Hi, Maxine.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm good, man.
Okay. Anyways, you're not on live video, so I hope you don't feel nervous. We're just going to talk about me, and don't feel nervous because it's not like you're on a live video. I can always edit the video and take out something that if you said something that shouldn't been said, we can always cut it out before me post it. You understand? We're just going to talk as if we're on regular conversations. So me and you talk one day last year, and when I check my time, when you actually me and you actually talk, it was over 3 hours. And that conversation was that was last, I think it's last year or the year before, when we just find you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was like over 3 hours. We were on the phone for so long, catching up. And some of the things them that you said to me, I myself never even remember some of those stuff. So it's just that this interview means a lot to me. And because I have grandchildren, and sometimes as a mother or grandmother, you maybe communicate with your children or your grandchildren and tell them how you were raised, and
Yes, ma'am.
and they don't believe you. Like they said, Mom, because my kids them said this to me all the time. Like if I said that I have done this, they said to me, Mom, what you talk about? You did that, or something like that.
Yeah,
Mommy, come on,
yeah.
and then we said, Mommy, stop it. Stop being extra. You never pad no donkey. Mommy, you never this, you never. So it's just that this means a lot to me. This interview means a lot to me, and I'm actually starting gonna post it on my new YouTube page. So this is where it's gonna start off, because I want my viewers to get to know who I am, how I was raised, and for me to communicate with them like that, it's very important to me.
Yeah, yes, Donna.
Yeah, so when I was a child, I'm a mom and my dad separated. I was 4 years old, and they brought me to country, to Clarendon, to live. I was 5. My mom had me, and I was 5 years old when I went to Clarendon to live. So
Tender age.
very tender age, yes. So When I went there,
You could hardly walk. You used to walk so funny when you just come a country, you know.
yeah, you see, I don't even remember that, but it's like,
Yes, are you true when you live at home?
right,
You never used to walk barefoot, but coming to country now, you start run up and down barefoot, so you know, you used to it and stone and everything and juke you, so you just kind of walk funny.
right, because
Yeah.
I was 5 plus. I remember I came to Clarendon when I was 5. It was April, you know, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was April. Hoping that, you know, I would have gone back to Kingston with my mother, but my mother leave. And I remember that because I remember my uncle Dennis. I think it was either the same day or a following day, because I was little, but it was close to when I just went to country. Because I was little, I don't quite remember if it was the same day, because some things are blank, you know, some things are blank. But Dennis take me around a old yard, run at the old yard where mama used to live before, and he pick a green star apple give me and tell me to
Yeah,
bite
because
it.
once the rapid tree did round, they could have beer.
Yes.
And when I see was said that Dennis make you bite the green star apple, me say, so Dennis did do your girl.
Dennis said
Jesus
bite it.
Christ.
And me say me can't bite it. And he said bite it. And me say me can't bite it. And me say me can't bite it. And then after me teeth them full of a green star apple stain.
Yeah.
When you look at my mouth lip, it full of green star apple stain. And then him give me one sibling orange to eat, and me eat the sibling orange, not knowing that it's not real orange where people normally eat. Them use sibling orange to make juice. So
Yeah.
so that time my mother dropped me off and leave me, and she already gone. So it was just me
Guess
and
why?
yeah.
Guess why he give you the orange?
To take off the stain.
Must be to take off. Yes.
But he made me actually eat the sibling orange. So it's like him give me the sibling orange to eat. Yeah.
No, you should have just rub it, make you rub it on your mouth.
Yeah. So, you know, but me laugh about these things. Every time I remember, me laugh about it because I was a child. But like, you know, I talked about a lot of the little stuff them that I gone through when I was a child.
I know.
On my page, on my Facebook page, I talk about a little, you know, gimmicks and make fun of some of the stuff them that I've gone through. As a child on my Facebook page. But a lot of people are saying to me that if I've gone through some of these things, but they don't, you know, I wanted to talk about some of the things them that I used to do. Like in the mornings, you know, I mean you were a little a block and a half, 2 blocks away from me. That's where they would call a block. So like in the morning, you get up like 5 o'clock in the morning, and you go catch water, you know. And even though I wasn't going to school, I would have still get up and catch water. And it's a good 20-30 minutes to go down the hill there. Well, we are kids, so we could run, but if you're walking with the water, it's going to take you a good 20 minutes, 20 something minutes to get back up with the water. But when you're a child, you're running down the hill to get water, you're going to run. So but when you're coming up, you can't do nothing but walk slow because you have the bucket of water on your head, you know. But some of the things I really just want you to talk about what you remember about me. So I am going to give you the opportunity to, you know, voice your opinion and talk a little bit about me. You know, about me. Yeah. So you could go.
Go ahead, yes. I know Donna from a little child. She was about 5 years old. Born and grew in Kingston. But come to live with her grandparents, uncles and aunties in Clarendon. As a child, Donna never have it easy. She used to work very hard. sometimes Donna used to cry a lot. She used to carry load on her head, water on her head from spring to her home. Donna used to even go to market with load, driving the donkey before her, and she with the load on her head behind the donkey. She used to even go to market after the death of her grandma. She used to go to market for herself. After she used to even go to market after start having her children. And after Donna get pregnant, she not even did know that she pregnant. She even get turned out from her home and have to stay with her uncle. Even when she got pregnant, she have to go to market to take care of herself and her unborn child. Donna grandmother used to go to market plenty times. She have to use battle lamp to carry out load to market because we never live near a main road. She never go to school, but only 2 or 3 days per week. Could not read and have her first child at a tender age. Donna girl, people love you that you go through this hard life, would not even want to remember where you coming from. But I know it motivates you a lot. Sometimes if people know your background, they would not wish you to fail in life. First, be proud of your background and then build a family. You will be proud of looking back. I just want to tell you today, Donna, that I love you. And the way you grow, I know it was hard. It was very hard. Going to school sometime, I know you have to walk barefoot down to Frankfield because you never have more than one shoe, so you have to carry shoes in your hand to go even over to Lampard Road and put it on because we never have a road.
Right.
We did have like a track.
Right.
We did have like a track, muddy, cross the gully. We used to have to cross the gully, so we couldn't wear the shoes from over where we live. We have to go over the other side, over where your Uncle Bob live.
Right.
Or even Lampard Crossroad.
Over Lampard Crossroad, and we have to carry a little bucket of water, piece of cloth in our hand to wipe off our foot after we wash off our foot. So if we get one little pair of one little shoes like one Lada or one Gator, one of them little shoes there, we have to cherish it. We can't walk from over the rocky road in it. We have to wait till we reach on the main road. We carry one bottle of water, wash off our foot, dry it off and put on the shoes. And sometimes we have to take off the shoes because when a ladder and it a burn when sun hot. So sometimes it's barefoot. And you know, me really never like when we go to school, me never start go school until when we go country to live with my grandmother. Well, I'm Maxine, you know, finishing. When we go to live with my grandmother, me never go school until I think me was like, we went in 4th grade. It was close to summer when we go into 4th grade, like maybe 2 months before summer or so. I go to 4th grade and then they put me in a 5th grade. Remember, I miss every single grade and just go spend 2 months or so in a 4th grade. But it's not even 2 months because I will go sometimes Monday and don't go back for the rest of the week. Sometimes I'll go Tuesday and maybe Wednesday, and I don't go back for the rest of the week. So it was sometimes in months I don't even go to school. So June, I was back and forth in school, like from from fourth grade to seventh grade at Edwin Allen. But it's like if I calculate up all my days going to school, I would say I go to school 1 year. From between fourth grade and seventh grade, I would say I go to school maybe about a year. I was so
1 year, yeah.
If I calculate from the end of fourth grade season to seventh grade, because I spent 1 year at Edwin Allen when I was supposed to go, and it wasn't 1 year, as I said. Calculate up the days, it would be about a year. I went through my childhood. I got to school like for a year because I was missing sometimes some months, even though the process, I get my bird paper, because I wasn't going to school because I didn't get my bird paper. My mother came down to leave me for 2 weeks, said she was going to come back for me, and she didn't come back. And because of that, there was no telephone, there is no access to reach to her, no nothing. Nobody would take me in school because I didn't have a bird paper. And I was there right up to fourth grade. Remember, when I went there, I was 5 plus. I was very small, and I never go to school until I was supposed to go in fourth grade for 2 months. So I missed that whole early childhood. I was before my mom took me when I was 4. I was going to Swallowfield All Age School in Whitehall. That's where I was going.
Okay.
Yes, I was going to Swallowfield All Age School, and I can remember that every morning my mother used to get up and get us ready for school, and all of that, get our lunch bag packed and all them stuff to go to school. And I used to go to Swallowfield, and then when she come and take me away from my father, I was living with her and wasn't going to school. She didn't get me back into a school until she decided to take me to Clarendon to stay with her mother, her parents. Yes, and that's how that's how that little circle goes. So I was home with them throughout that whole time. I was bringing food to my grandfather like 45 minutes away from home every morning when everybody gone to school. I was bringing food to him. When I come back, I started learning how to even milk cow and goat, and at the age of 7, 8, 9, I can literally milk the cow, like tie up the cow foot. I was like a little tomboy, tying up the cow foot, 2 back foot, because I don't want the cow to kick me.
Because sometimes me always just say, why Dana?
Yeah.
Why Dana have to do that?
Yeah.
Why you?
Because doing them stuff, everybody else gone to school, so it's like have to come back from bush, carry Papa breakfast, go up there. When them pick me a go to school at morning time, me I walk 45 minutes, go carry breakfast after 7, 8 o'clock. For carry, go give my grandfather for breakfast. Sometimes when I go up there,
remember say you have to pass me.
Exactly. I pass your house in the mornings to go to go a bush, go for Papa breakfast. Carry Papa breakfast, go give him. And me used to cry sometimes. When I used to cry, lunchtime mostly, because when I come back, I have to go back. And then when I go there, sometimes Papa lay down underneath the tree asleep. Him not work for the whole day. Papa we over bush and him don't do nothing. And then I have to carry breakfast and then carry lunch go give him. That I used to cry. Oh my God. I used to cry, and the worst part of it, I used to be so afraid of lizard. I was afraid of insects so much, because where I live in Kingston, I never used to have insect around me. Frog, bullfrog, lizard. Oh my God, my skin used to crawl, and I used to cry so much. Oh my God.
Yeah, when you see them, especially to all the big old green lizard them.
On my way coming from bush, I used to stop by Maxine house, And that's when I sometimes I used to cry. Maxine know a lot because I used to go to her literally and complains
Yes.
and tell her, say,
Yes.
me want my mother to come for me, and me just, yeah, me
Yes.
just want my mother to come for me. Like, me used to cry. It was so much work every single day. You have to polish the floor, go down on your knees and shine it. You have to milk the cow, go for water every morning, early, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You go on a spring for water with your bucket and your container to take up the water. Load up the bucket, put it on your head and walk at 20 something minutes to come up that hill. And when I tell you, say the hill steep, the hill is so steep that you have to carry up water sometimes. I down a river we go, and you have to, on the days then when me I go school, you go a river for the last trip and take a shower to come put on your uniform for go to school, and then you have to walk from home again about 45 minutes to go to the main road, Lampard Cross Road, from over where we live, the main road, always. For go to school, trust me, that is another, from the house to go to school, that is another hour and maybe about 40 minutes for walk from the house. Yes, yes, it's like from the house to the school, it was like 145 minutes walking back and forth when you go to school. You can imagine them when they go to school every single day. My auntie them and so they used to go to school every day. I mean, not every day, but like when them go to school, it's the same thing. When I go to school, it's the same thing, the same walk.
But only by say them used to go to school regular.
Yes, they used to go to school regular, but I used to be at home for years and years, and even when me eventually don't go to 8th grade, everybody did still go to school and made up to still stay home, never get to go. Oh my God, that is the part that I regret. The hardness of the life, it helped me to build up a strong mentality, and it motivated me. And every time I think about how I'm so compassionate about it. Every time I think about how I was raised, it's not like I'm disappointed in how I was raised, because it makes me who I am. It makes me strong. It makes me determined. It makes me be a go-getter. I am not complaining about it. It's just that I wish they did send me to school. That's my only big, and that's not the only one. That is not the only one, because yes, that's the main thing. And one of the other things that that I wanted to say, that even on my period, I don't know when I was seeing my period. I was at river washing my aunt clothes, baby clothes, which is my auntie first daughter baby clothes. I was 11 years old, and I was washing that clothes, and believe me, I feel something running down. Rain a pour like crazy, and me alone there down a river, me and God, and we just feel something I come down from my leg, and I have no idea what is that. And I go into the water and I dip into the water, and when I dip there, it come back. Washing and washing, it just come back, and then it's like a dip again. You know what? I ended up having to use one of the nappy and wring it out so dry, and tuck it in my underwear for it not to mess up my clothes. And then when I go home, I said to my sister, which was Janet, because me and her was very close. I said to Janet, I said, Janet, I see blood coming down on my leg and whatever. And she said, let me tell Mama. And she went to Mama, and Mama said, oh, you are turned woman. And that was it. And then my sister cut up some cloth, give me, and said, must use them. And I don't have no idea what that was. Nobody still never explained it to me. When it come on to baby, I used to hear them say baby fall out a helicopter. When my auntie have baby, my auntie in the house and the baby just appears. And when we so little and I ask them where the baby come from, we never know so she pregnant. We don't understand nothing about these things. And then when they ask where the baby come from, them say the baby drop out a helicopter. It's like, then she have another one, and the same thing. And as big as we is, we were so dumb. Like, I feel when I look back on the whole thing, I feel like I wasn't even a part of a world. Honestly, like when we grew up and be wise. That's why when I was pregnant, I never even know I was pregnant. Yes, me sleep with a guy, but never know and how it happened. That's why I write about some of these things in my book. How the pregnancy happened, how I was somehow how I was raised. A lot of things is packed into that book. How I got pregnant. I was pregnant when I was pregnant when I'm 7 months old with my first daughter, and I have no idea I was pregnant. Like when I was 7 months old, like me not fully aware of what was happening to me. Like me just didn't aware. Like me was lost. It's like me know, but it's like me lost. Like me in a
Lost.
it's like me lost. And when it's like
And you never
it's
know
like me no know. Me no know. And when me fall down under the tree, me miss my period, but I don't know what is happening. I never even know some have a child a go on in a me.
I carry with you. Oh my God.
It's like we was in a one world where me not even know what it was. Maxine, it was like when we really wake up, when we really wake up out of this life and start, is when we start to learn things. It's when we come at Kingston when I was 19 years old. It's like we start to really learn real life. It's like when me dead down and much up, me never know what is real life. Me never know. It's like me just did inner one. I don't know what the hell me was in. Because it's like me feel.
You in our world to yourself.
Yes, it's like
you in our world to yourself.
it's like my mental, everything, the struggles, oh my God, there's so much. There is so much. Oh my gosh. It's like I was just in a world by myself. Me start talking, me take over. I was hoping not to cry in this conversation that we're having, but it really means a lot to me, and a lot of these things that I have said when I'm pregnant, and I find out, my grandfather find out I'm pregnant, say, me 7 months pregnant. Well, before my grandfather find out, me did actually know, but when he eventually find out, me never know I was 7 months pregnant, because I shortly before him find out, me find out. Is the belly start to show.
When you find out now, you start to fret.
Yes, me start to fret.
Because you know where it's going to be.
Exactly. So me know what I'm going to do, and when him find out, me did actually work. I take care of somebody, two little boy. I'm not going to call the name, but I was taking care of two little boys on the weekends, and when me come home, everybody
me know.
Yeah, who for their warm did their warm that day there, and me hear when Janet say, when Papa called me and say, come here, when we walk up, oh yeah, me see everybody just a look upon me. Everybody with their home just a look upon me that day there. And Janet said to me, run. Like when Papa said, come here, girl. Because I said,
you can run.
You know when something not right, and you know when something not right, you can feel the tension. When me come home, I could have feel the tension. I mean, have my clothes then pack up in a one scandal bag. That's it. When me did have us clothes, could have hold in a scandal bag. And he pack up my clothes then in a scandal bag, and him say me pregnant. He knows I'm pregnant. He knows I'm pregnant. And Janet say run. So me run through our room door. Because you can run from the back to the front. And Papa and he say, Janet say run. And we run through the door, and Pops make after me and grab up one big stone. I say, make a lick down your bum. You know I feel him favorite word already. And he grabbed the stone and he sealed it after me, and it was mango season. I think it was in
Yeah.
August. It was mango season because the kids them was on holiday. So, I mean, even though it was weekend, but it was mango season, and one number 11 over Mascal in front of the yard over upon Mascal inside me run under the
We know
tree,
that, man. We know
and
that.
me slide me slide upon a number 11 mango and go down on my knees. Go down one of my foot slide forward, and I go down, my right foot slide forward and my left foot go down on my knees. And I tell you, so I sit down there so I couldn't move. 7 months
You
pregnant.
could have touched that pitney there, no?
Yeah, and that's Samantha. 7 months pregnant.
Yes. Stop.
And
You
you
could
know,
have
me get up eventually and go through the bush because a bush, even though know which part me there, so him wanna come look for me. And then when me ease up,
No,
me
it's
see,
not for
me see
fun.
me scan that back, fling out on the roadside, out on the front. And say, come out and me watch it not yard. Don't put back your bumble hole in my yard. And you know, throw them
You
out.
mean wicked, you know?
Yeah, my grandfather was cool, man. And then when me pick up the bag, like when him gone in, cause me I look through the bush when me could eventually get up. Me pick up the bag and me I tell her I ball, and me go down a level, go sit down with the bag down there. And Miss Del was passing and see me with the
I
see
put
me
some more joke,
and
yes.
ask me what happened to you. And I tell her, and she say, Godfrey I come, which is my granduncle, my grandmother, granduncle. And he said, Godfrey I come, wait till him I come. Me know this was going to happen. Me know. And then when Brother Godfrey I come down now, Brother Godfrey said to me, say, what happened to you? I'm tell him, say, you know, Pops put me out. And he said, me know. He said, if them did send you to school, this wouldn't happen to you. And me still last.
Yeah.
Me kind of still, you know, like, me kind of just, me in a one, because me not really educated towards nothing. How the child a go born, how this a go happen, what go happen, no,
You know,
no baby clothes no buy, no nothing, nothing at 7 months. I'm gonna have the baby at 7 months.
You was how old? 16?
I was 15.
Wow.
I was 15 years old. And that is how, right there, so, Brother Godfrey said, come. And when we go to him house, him actually go make, and him go cook, and give me dinner that evening, and tell me, say, me fi stay in the back room, and me must stay there as long as me want. That room they go and belongs to me. Yes, he said that room is going to belongs to you. And trust me, Brother Godfrey was one of the person who has make Mama even get to send me go to school, because him threatened her over and over, said him going to lock her up. I'm going to call the police on you, and I give you this month, and if you don't get our birth paper from Blossom, then you're going to jail, because I am going to report you and all of these things. But Brother Godfrey was always just threatening Mama, telling him that
Because she ain't supposed to, they never supposed to have you. If I know, then God lock up prison feed, you know.
yeah, I was there, not, oh my
Just get you in
God.
trouble. If I ain't at them at days, I don't get trouble for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do it. Yeah. Them couldn't do it.
Masculine was also one of those person who has snapped me out of a lot of, I would say as a child I was going through depression. I used to cry so much. Masculine one day come and come see me. Nobody was there, but me sit down under the tree run at the back of the kitchen there, so it's a ackee tree. And as much as me used to fear the lizard so much, every time I sit down under that tree, me always look up to see if I see lizard. Always.
Yeah.
And Masculine come and pat me on my back and said, no cry. No cry. Not because baby pitney them a go to school doesn't mean say they're going to be better than you. Don't cry. God see you through. And Masculine give me some very, I don't remember everything what him say, but I can tell you this, I hold on to those for a very long time. You see, every time. You see, it's like.
You see the text that me sent you yesterday, and me said God no partial. Oh, God bless, no man curse.
Right.
Darling.
Him not partial.
Yes.
And Maxine, when me tell you say masculine words them was very powerful when I sit under that tree crying. Even when the hot water, like when we did under that tree there, I cry. And masculine come and him say some words to me because really of a fact, but they really want to go to school. I think mama did their market and everybody else gone to school. Yeah, mama was at market them time there when masculine they come there the day. And me that cry. Papa never did it. And me alone. Everybody else they gone. And me alone did it. And me sit down and I show me ball. Me lay down. Me beat the ground. Me beat the ground. Me a beat the ground. Me a beat the ground. Me a beat the ground and me a ball. And then me get up and me sit down. Masculine never see me when me a beat the ground. Him come when me sit down up on a ball. And him tell me, him say, him know, say me I go through it and me know. Him don't say, you know, me sad and me unhappy and my mother should have come back for me and whatever. And him say, no worry, don't worry. Not because we be picking them. Ghana school doesn't mean that they are going to be better than you. You see the things them that she's doing, the things them that they are doing, they don't even understand that it's going to hurt them or their children. It is wrong what they are doing. Masculine said some things to me that day that inspire me, that open up my eyes. Oh my God, you don't understand how that has motivated me throughout my life. The words them that masculine say. Every time when I remember some of them in the past, when me I go through hard times, when masculine says that me just keep on a push, keep on a push, keep on a push. Him strengthen me that day, then me I tell you. You see, all the time then when me used to bawl and bawl, it's like masculine words them keep coming in my head. You know, them just, it's like I was just fighting and a straw. Because I want so much more. I wanted to go to school. I wanted a better life. I wanted something, you know. I wanted to see my mother. I may never see about my mother until me at 12 years old, which is like, how much years after that? Almost 6.5 years or something like that. Before mommy come back. Mommy send my birth paper down because mama did write a telegram and send a town. And she never get it. I think it's Basil did come down and say the address where them telegram go, mommy. Either Basil or Laga. One of them. But one of them go back and tell her about the birth paper. Because when them come down, you know, every year when them come down in the first part, mama keep on I forget to tell them, and you know so them don't come down there that often. And it's like
almost every Christmas.
Yes. But it's like she not tell them, and whosoever she tell them not tell mommy because them not see her. Remember, them never have phone them time there. So there was no communication. Mommy just it's like mommy just disappear off of the earth. It's like she
post
just
office, in them time the post office was the only communication and you couldn't depend on it.
Telegram, you couldn't depend on it. Cause
No,
you couldn't depend on it. So definitely it was just it's just mind-boggling. I mean, a lot of this stuff them that me gone through, oh my God, you have no idea. Like me can't, if me need a whole day for talk, if me fi start talk and start from details to details and go into certain depths, and that's why a lot of it in my book, you know, a lot of it in my book from me get, you know, with my kids them. That's why me have maybe about so many chapters in my book. Even though the book's small, it have a lot of chapters.
You have about 20 chapters?
Yeah, 20. I think it's 21 chapters. So it have different layer, different topics, different chapters. The incident. So I wasn't okay. So the incident, some things that happens to me that I'm not going to discuss right here. So on the video, you know, that me actually put in this book. A lot of things that me not even discuss in the book. But it's just my little one, like me basically just talk out one of my chapters a while ago. But it's so much. It is so much in that early childhood when me go a country for live, you know. And a Saturday morning with that river with pan and pan of clothes where for the whole, you know. And every day, yes, with sheet and curtain and this and that. Every week, you don't know, because the boys them really never used to watch is the girls them. So with the pan river rockstone a beat, with the pan river rockstone a soap up pants and a rub pants pan brush pan rock and a beat out dirt out of clothes and them. So.
Majority of the time are you and your grandmother alone sometimes?
Yes, a lot of times I'm me and mama.
Have baby and so on.
Yeah, she no go, she no get to go.
She can't go, so them time there you and your grandmother alone.
Yes, there was a time when it's just me and mama go a river. And me I make 2-3 shit. Me I carry down clothes, me I carry up clothes, me I carry down clothes, me I carry up clothes. And I just saw donkey pad. Sometimes the boys them when we wash the boys them because them never really used to go a river like that go wash them go on a bush. So we wash for them and you know but them would normally come down sometime come help with the load when them finish work. Them come and come help carry up the clothes at the end of the day. But you know at the end
sometimes when you look up in line, they about 3 line did there, sometimes 3 line can't hold.
Then can't hold clothes have to stay in a pan until the following day before they can hang out. Yeah, before them can hang out. So, you know, it's just it's so much that some things just and everything
ready for big clothes.
When a mango season we are carry mango, we are pick mango like crazy for every mama go market, Derek go market, me go market when we get bigger. Mango, everybody a go market. Me a pad donkey, go a Brownstone all by myself at the age of 13 by myself. Gone a Brownstone. All when me pregnant, me used to go sell mango. Yeah, after them put me out, after them put me out, me go after my grandfather put me out, me go market. I'm gonna market myself. Me used to me used to me actually used to go to Brother Godfrey Bush go pick up busy because Brother Godfrey have the busy tree them and he really never did like to sell them. So me would I go pick them up, dry them and go sell them. That's almost buy Samantha baby clothes them. And sometimes, you know, me pick orange from Brother Godfrey orange and carry go me pen market go sell them. And then when me come, me give him a little money, you know. And then the profit me use it to buy baby clothes. So it's like me would I give him a little money out of where me earn, and the rest majority of it would have been mine. So I used to use and buy baby feeding and baby clothes. It was just it was a lot, but me not complain. It's just, let me tell you, my biggest regret, I mean I have more regrets, but it's not based upon how me did grow so much. It's just the things that will happen to me, like school, I want to say. So, but school is one of the main one, and you know, missing my parents them was also one of that. But at the end of the day,
remember one thing you said to me, say, you don't know why your mother choose to carry you and left you in another place,
yeah.
Me say, me feel it for you. Me say, I don't know, but me did just have a heart for you, you know. Even JJ talk about you sometime. He say, Mommy, trust me, Dana. What you know, Mommy? I said, Dana got you hard times because Jay did know he know a little bit, you know.
Right. Me know. Cause JJ old one now.
In my 40, November come in my 41.
Okay, so you see, JJ, Mr.
Yeah.
So JJ was, even though he was a little younger than me,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like him know, cause him know, him know,
Yes,
him know.
and this what make him know. Me used to talk to, you know.
You used to talk a lot about it because you used to be frustrated. Maxine, sometimes when I come by you, it's like me want somebody to talk to. Sometimes when
Yeah.
I come from over bush and me stop, it's like me just want feel at home. So me would have stopped by you,
Yes.
and sometimes me stop by
Yeah.
Masculine, you know, feel a little bit because
Yeah.
me just want to feel home.
Yeah.
Me no want
And
to
if you ever day up at all for me yard and see pops a come now, you have
run.
to take what yourself.
Me have to hide. Me have to hide and then cut
Yes.
bush. Cut through bush.
Yeah.
For go on, for try
And
reach
run
home
with-
before him.
Beat him. But sometimes you don't normally come and stop out of my yard.
Yeah.
So you remember?
Yes. Remember
So
one
you
day?
would have get
Remember one day me hiding at your house because it was so close. Me did already in at your house. Me already in at your house and he come down pan me so fast. And me never see him. Me have to stay in at the house and take time go down behind him. And then run over in a brother Ferdy bush there so and run go down before him.
Yeah.
And make it look like me did run a bush or something.
You did, you did run a back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me used to hide. We'd have to hide from him. Oh my God, because he would beat me, he would curse him, he say, which part me did there? When me stop the and then now
Can't give no,
we couldn't get a break.
couldn't get no little break.
No break.
You
And-
know, say that, you know, say a child abuse that, Dana?
You know the another thing is to Maxine? Me stop wet my bed when I was 13 years old. And it's the beating. It's the beating them when me used to
You
get.
work, and you overwork.
Me overwork. And also,
Work, yeah.
also, me used to thirsty because me always at work, me always I do things. And every night, sometimes a morning time, them wake me up, set the water from outside in the cool. And my uncle and my auntie them would have wake me up with the cold water. Wake me up with the water, where out of door, take me out of the bed, soaking wet, on the floor, me and people with the sheet, then me sleep on the floor and then we take me up 3 o'clock one morning, then wake me up outside. And not one morning, enough morning. Then take me up and wake me up with the night dew water. You know when you set the water for night dew, it get cold, like a ice water.
Cold,
And
cold, yeah.
we get them wake me up with that.
Cold like ice.
Yeah, it cold because up in the country they not appear tree and them something that say you know them it cold when at night. And then wake me up
Yeah,
about 3 o'clock one morning. Them wake me up with the cold water. That morning there was the latest they ever. Normally it's like the 5 o'clock. But that man I ball for hours. I couldn't stop ball. I couldn't stop ball. And when my father come down to Christmas, I tell him, say me I ask him, please help me. And every time my father come and try to take me from them, oh my God, it was Jesus peace. It was so it was such a problem. It was such a problem to them let me go because mommy go down to go tell grandfather and my grandmother say, no forgive me, no make me go. But I wish she didn't do that. I wish my mother didn't do that because at least my father would have sent me go to school. He sent the other 2 boys picking them at school, you know. But I wish mommy never do that because at least I would have get to go to school if I did with my father there. Because my father loved me. My father genuinely loved me. So I wish to God say she never do that, you know. I wish she never do that. I wish she never tell my father say don't make
She
me.
shouldn't.
No.
No.
I'm
But
not.
guess what? Probably she never know the abuse where you did go through.
No, she don't know.
Probably them never grew her like that. So probably she never know them would have grow you like that.
Right. So I don't think mommy know women would have got through, honestly. I don't think she know, but at the end of the day, I'm a father.
Unless you would like no.
I'm a father, and even though you have, you know, father, she and my father have so much fuss and fight. You know, I'm a father. My father love it. If I like Maxine, I
I
can
know.
literally talk for a whole day on them, some of them stories. Some of these stories, we can literally talk. You know, the way when we get the beating them a morning time, oh my God. The beating them when we get a morning time. Sometimes when they look at me, I'm ready now, my brown, you know. And when they look
Yeah,
at me,
yeah. So you,
when they look at me, you know, I see the wheel them pan me, you know, the lick them when me get for stop people bed, you know,
yeah.
not knowing. So the one Christmas when me at 13, I cannot that year there after me 13 the August, that December my father come down and me talk to him and me say, Daddy, me cannot take it anymore, the beating. And me tell Daddy say they lock me outside like for how much in hours and wake me up and me have to stay out there in the cold clothes until daylight. And him say I feel like I would have cried. And him said that, you see, this really did hurt me. It really. And, you know, I tell myself something now I'm crying because this hurt me. Today it hurt. Because,
Right, ma.
honestly, nobody know to treat somebody so. Nobody
No.
deserve
I
that.
tell you, see, a child abuse, that.
I remember talking to them. Some things still hurt me. Some things when I talk about them still hurt me. You know.
Right, you man.
Um, yeah, my neighbor. When me say, to Daddy say, you have to help me. You have to help me to stop people bed because they're gonna kill me. You know, if you don't help me, they're gonna kill me. And I said to Daddy, I said to Daddy, Daddy said to me, don't drink no water. Don't drink no water. When 3 o'clock at daytime. Remember, don't drink no water. We never have clock. We did have clock. Yeah, we'd have a radio. And he said a radio. So he said, don't drink no water and don't play. Don't play. Don't do any play. Don't run. Don't run. If you're going to do something, don't run. And if you want to just wet your beak, just wet it. Don't drink down a cup of water. Just barely drink a little bit. And Maxine, that was it. That was it. After that, I think I maybe wet the bed 1 or 2 more times, but it wasn't major. And that was it. If I do wet the bed, it's not the same night. That night when I tried, I never wet the bed, and that was it. It's a lot of work. It's not the work. And then him asked Papa for them don't send me go do no whole heap of work in the evening when I have to drink water. But either way, I still go do, I still work same way. But I just wet my beak because him said don't drink so much water. And that's it, I stop wet bed. Nobody never figured that out. Connecting. Yeah, nobody never know, nobody never figured that out. That one hit me, I'm telling you. Some of the stories them I really cannot talk because me literally have a ball, and that's why we're not evil. There's so much more, you know.
So much more.
There's so much more.
Donna, I could remember when you see if you no ever make knife come down there,
yeah,
and the water not there. Remember say you better you
can't sleep
always
there.
somebody can go.
We can't
You
sleep.
better take buckle. Yes.
Yeah.
I know if you take buckle lamp and go and sprinkle water.
I forgot for water. Yeah. I remember.
And when Miss your grandmother now send you know, but Pops are saying no, he did wicked enough.
Yeah. Pops they cool. It was cold. That man
Yeah.
beat me, make me do it up myself. That man beat me.
Yeah, me remember.
I'm just a come from a river. I just a come from a river. Carry water for my head and bathe. And I have to go back down there and it dark. Night catch me a river. Because I couldn't use none of the water when me use. I couldn't use none.
When you carry?
When me carry for bathe. The bucket of water me carry upon my head. Papa beat me and me do it up myself. And I have to go back a river go bathe. Doodle fly out of my bottom.
You never see one thing make all the boys them as the boys then come to a certain age, then gone.
Yeah.
You never see it. And I used to him, you know.
Yeah. I
Like
run
man
them.
them couldn't get along yet.
Yeah. Man them couldn't agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Papa did him the cool man, him no show love. Growing up as a child,
No.
I know this is it, you know. Growing up as a child, I have never heard somebody use the word love to me. Never. Ever. These people don't say love. Never. My grandparents, them never use love towards them children or any of them stuff.
You know when me did wish sometime, when me see struggles when you go through, sometime me wish me did live somewhere far.
Where you could have
Where me
taken me.
coulda just
But you said that already.
come.
You said that already. Say you wish you could have just take me away and carry me go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maxine, me and you used to talk. Maxine, you have given me
Yeah.
some encouraging. You have given me some encouraging words and say, you know, God not sleep. Enough time you said, Dana, God not sleep. You know, you are gonna get over this. Enough time you tell me that. You see,
Yes.
oh God, man, Maxine, me not telling lie. Even Borita used to tell me, say, you know,
Yes.
you know,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
time
I
ago
know so
come.
Marita used to encourage you a lot.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Borita used to encourage me, man. Maxine, remember
Yeah.
you tell me, say, Dana, if me did live somewhere else, me take you away and they don't know where you're gone. Me take you away.
Take you away.
Take you away and
Yes,
they
man.
don't know where you're gone.
Mm-hmm. Don't know where you there.
Yeah. Masculine, Borita, Maxine, Brother Godfrey, and Miss Dell.
At least you did have somebody
Yeah.
who could have even encouraged you.
Yeah. As let me tell you, as a more elderly person than me, bigger, big man and big woman in them fields, you could have look, and this is why you see me stick to people now where if me have friends, me never normally choose people be way younger than me to be a
Young
friend.
than you, yes.
Me always like have friendship with big mature people, and that's why me act so mature, because me never look younger people them in my days, the way them used to deal with me, the way them used to treat me. Oh God, even over Lampard Crossroad when me used to go, oh God, that is a whole different story. Oh, me used to be treated by people. That's why I know. I don't know what people can do me for me to have a night's sleep after all the way me go through. Like me just make up my mind for block people out of my life. Like block them negative and them something they like. Don't make it get to you because I've been there. I've been to so much. I've gone through so much. I have a heart, I'm loving, I'm caring. But at the same time, when people come at me with negative and try to come at me, them not have no idea who I am. Them not have no idea the foundation that I've built up on. So when they come at me, or anybody want to come at me certain way, nobody now come at me, I'm just saying, like me now go make, because when we say come at me, you might have people said things, you have family member, or their mind have things to say or whatever, but at the end of the day they don't know what I've gone through inside. They see me on the outside as a sad little child. But they have no idea what my heart was enduring. They have no idea how I felt days upon days, months upon months, years upon years.
Some of them would have said, talk all the things them now, some of them would have said, that Dana did go through.
They don't know.
They don't know. They don't know. Just like only me and my Stalin. I'm probably buried and know a little too as when she did come,
Right.
they can't live.
Right.
Brother Godfrey and Sister Dale.
Exactly. A few little,
Yeah.
people knows a little, but they don't
Yeah.
know as half as quarter of what my heart have to endure. They don't know.
So,
They don't know.
oh, true.
Because I wasn't a talkative child, and confirm that
No.
I was never a talkative child. I used to hold everything inside, and
Because me frightened. Me frightened when you tell me say something that happened to you. Cause I don't think nobody ever know that.
nobody. The first person I spoke to was my husband, and that was 2026. No, 2006. Sorry, 2006. Them time they meet my
And I
husband.
just,
Me know my husband
Yeah.
2004. We were friends for 2 years. 2006 when me and him get involved, and me actually feel what genuine love feels like.
yeah.
Me feel damage. It's like having my kids them, me have them with the father, and I was like a rock. It's like me never had a feel nothing for them. It's like they were just talking me into doing these things, and it's like me not even understand what it means. But when me meet my husband, me did find real love. Me actually know what love feels like with a person, with a partner, because me never feel it before. Me never feel it. And even though me was with the kids, them father, me never loved them. Me never loved them because me never know what love is. Me never know how to express love. Me don't know what love is. When me really know what love is when me have Samantha, and then me have Shanna K, and then me have Siobhan. That is the love when me know about. Me know about that when me start to care for my own children them. Me know that side of love internally. Internally, me love, me gather love based on my children them, and then now after me have my children them, I me spend that years with them after all of them born. It's like me did spend a couple of years, well, almost 4 years out of a relationship. Just I take time for know my children them. That's when me meet my husband afterwards. I mean, he was friend for 2 years. I mean, never want any relationship because I want to focus on. That is also a story that me talk about in my book. I wanted to focus on loving my children them, and me decide to no man.
And that was so good of you.
Yes, and me said no man now come between them, me and them. Me now go make no man come between me and my children them. So me just want to stay away from them. And then when eventually now, me meet my husband, me and him my friend for 2 years, and me realize him now gone away. So 2006
Oh
now.
my God.
Yeah, me realize him now gone away. So 2006 when me and him started to really get close and closer and closer. Me realize him was the kind of person who listen and I can open up to him and talk to him about things.
You
And
just take your time and go into him, feel him out.
And one night, honestly, me that cry. I cry, me and him there, I cry, and him ask me, warm to me. I'm a pillar full of tears, and him ask me. But apart from that, I remember when I was 19, I come at town, and I remember that day. I think it was a holiday, and Daddy did gone. My brother never did it. I'm locked up in the house for like 24 hours, and I never eat nothing because I feel like me just want to go. Like me don't want to be a part of the world, and then me just snap out of it because me remember Sean and Samantha said, you see Samantha and Sean snap me out of that because me ball the whole day. It's like me couldn't sleep, me couldn't eat, me ball because me remember. I remember some of the things that I go through, and not just that, but the incident that happened to me. That was the reason why I was crying.
That time you never have the last girl yet.
Me never have Siobhan yet, me never have Mika yet.
Oh, it's two last one never
No,
born
me never
yet.
have them yet. No, it's just Sam and Sean, and You know, me move to Kingston and fi have a like nobody knows the things them that
Oh,
I
you
have.
did just move to Kingston
Yeah,
after you,
yeah,
because
yeah.
remember saying you did have the two here,
Right,
the two
right.
first.
When me
Yeah,
that cry that
yeah.
day, they lock up in the house and I cry. Me just moved to Kingston, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, we just moved to Kingston. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Trust me.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But to God be the glory, great things He have done,
Great.
and yeah, and I'm just giving Him thanks. I give Him thanks. I can spend the whole day talk about my story and my life and what I go through and all of that, and the half I've never been told. Um,
Cool.
so you
If
know
you write a book, that means you could have take 1 day or more on a day talk.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so much, so much. But I mean, I don't know if there's anything else that you want to say, cause I truly appreciate you, Maxine. You do,
Yeah.
you know, you really
Yeah.
do. Ah, boy, girl, we
It
definitely,
did rough.
yeah, it is truly rough. I mean, you know, my promise myself, so I'm gonna be tough and be strong. I'm not gonna cry in this, but I couldn't help myself. Tears come to my
Yeah.
eyes. Um,
Tears is a language.
yeah.
God
And
understand.
it's not the first time or the second time I talk about that. But me cry every time I talk about it, almost every single time. I talk about it, me cry because as much as me used to get wet up, me used to get wet up other times. It used to be daylight, so I could have able to change my clothes and so. But you know
Yeah.
that night I ball so much because I actually sit outside there and in other wet clothes and couldn't change. I couldn't change. I couldn't do nothing. Um, so it was really painful. I'm not gonna lie you, but
You have to wait. You can't open door.
right. But
No.
yeah,
So, no one was to ever treat like that man.
right.
No one.
I mean, a lot of people wouldn't understand unless we tell them, but they don't know.
They don't know.
No, they
No.
don't have a clue. But
My
to,
dear,
but to God be the glory, you know, great things He have done.
yes, give God all the praise
Yeah,
and the glory.
yeah. To God be the glory. Maxime, thank you so much for you take the time out
Yes.
for hang out with me today
Yes.
on this video. Truly
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah, I truly appreciate everything what you done for me when me young. You know, think about you all the time. Think about how me used to stop by you and relate when me I go through it. You have seen a lot of my tears when me little bit, you know.
Yes, man.
When me I go through my times and me really want somebody to talk to, me could have come to you. There's so much more, even when me pregnant with Samantha, there's so much more you could have talk about, but you know, this video is gonna be too long. So we're gonna cut it short, you know,
Yes.
and just wrap it up right now. So I truly appreciate you, I love you. And God bless you, God bless your family. And we
God
talk.
bless
We talk.
again.
Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Love you guys.
Yes.
Love you, Maxine.
You want to leave this video?
Yeah.
Little is much when God is in it.
Amen.
Labor not for wealth nor fame.
Yes.
There's a crown and you can win it
Yes.
if you go in Jesus' Jesus' name.
Amen.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Love you.
God bless you.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, so just wrap this video up. As you can see, that really did me. I mean, nothing else didn't hit the heart, but that really hit me. I just stop by to say, you know, love is the answer in everything you do, and God see you through, and God see your heart, and see, you know, Him see you, and communication, you know, talk about it. And this is why I want this channel for people like me also to tell their story. I create this channel for a lot of reasons. People to share their stories. Leave it in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. And yeah, guys, I'm numb. I lost of words, because sometimes you go down into some little deep things. And you see, when I was writing my book, when I was writing this book, I have cried so many times. You have no idea. I have cried so many times. But to God be the glory. Great things He have done. And sometimes, even though you forgive, you don't forget. And these things are going to make you cry. Because it happens to you. You know what it feels like. But bless the Lord. Talk it out with Donna. Bye, guys. Bear with me. This chair here making a lot of noise, so don't mind it, okay?